Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be going over some of our rank 7 battles with a new team that I created, and I'm going to be honest here, this team looks kind of weird, and in theory it is kind of weird, but it's working for me. I went 13-2 using it, so let's go ahead and get into the battles. But first, if you haven't, definitely hit that subscribe button, helps me out a ton here. Alright, so first set here. Obstagoon, I imagine this is a pretty good lead for us. We can definitely get to the 2 Hydro Cannons before they get to 3, I was going to say close combats. I believe it's Night Slashes. And this person actually played this really oddly. They haven't thrown any of these Night Slashes at all. Oh god, I had a low battery there, which cost me getting an excellent throw. Which, if you notice the time of this video, it's 3:30, and I think the next set happens several hours later. I think I actually try to finish out these 5 even with this low battery, which is probably not the best idea. But anyways, going for the shield scenarios here, it does seem like Swampert does win this. I think I do end up switching out. I'm actually having a ton of lag here as well. Yeah, so we're going to shield up. I know I can get to this Hydro Cannon real quick here. And this will KO if they... did they use 2 shields already? Man, I was too busy talking about that low battery and the lag. Oh my gosh, there are several sets here that lag definitely played a part in, so I don't know about y'all, but it's getting weird with the lag out there. I know I can get hit 1 Hydro Cannon here against the oh my gosh, why have I forgotten the name of this? Bronzong. Oh my gosh. Now, we bring in the Drifblim, which is doing super effective, and I just want to throw this because I know he's going to get to a move before I can get to that Shadow Ball, so I'm going to go ahead and reduce the damage that the move's going to do to me, and then try to farm down, because there's no shields, right? And they do get to, this is probably a Psy Shock. Yep. Because a Bulldozer would be resisted. They do not get to a second one. And then they come out with Noctowl, just going to go for these Icy Winds. It's going to be super effective. Probably going to end up getting 2 unless they throw a Sky Attack. And then I can easily come in with the Stunfisk, and probably that's... Well, it's 100% a GG, but they might leave just as soon as I show the Stunfisk here. Ooh, I'm staying in. Oh, because there's lag. Yeah. Yikes. So hopefully this next set's not as lag-filled. Alright, this is still when we were in rank 6, actually. I think we needed a few wins. This is obviously just a horrific lead. So I'm going to come in with the only thing that I can do against that lead. And, yeah, Bastiodon in the back. This team, not the best against the grass Pokemon. That's one thing you'll notice. The only thing I have against grass is Drifblim. So I believe in this set I went 4-1. I can't imagine that I win this set unless I get a ton of farm on Swampert, and that's, I guess, what I'm going to go for here. They actually do throw this move. I shielded this move. Oh, I'm going for... Okay, I understand what I'm doing now. I decided, you know what? The only way I'm going to win is if I take all their shields, and then maybe I can get into the Swampert matchup and throw a Sludge Wave. This is really the only chance I have, so I might as well go for it. Can't afford to shield anything from this Bastiodon. You resist it anyways, plus the Icy Wind nerfs. And I'm going to farm it all the way down. We need all this energy. Probably I'll try to bait this shield. Most Victreebel players are very... they want to keep that Victreebel alive. So as soon as I hit 1, I try my best to make it to that Sludge Bomb, or Sludge Wave, but there's absolutely no way. So I have to come in with this Mon, and I have to throw this Mud Bomb. It's going to KO. Hopefully this isn't a double Razor Leaf team, or it's probably just over right now. It isn't a Azumarill, so not the worst for me. We're doing super effective at least. The problem is Azumarill's so bulky that it's going to take a lot to take this out. Maybe if I get another discharge here, and then on the Swampert, I'm probably going to need to land a Hydro Cannon. It's very close, but I think a Hydro Cannon would KO from here. We're super low, and I think that since we had the shield, our opponent really didn't want to throw a move, but I guarantee you if they did throw a move at some point in that match, we probably would have lost. It would have been close either way, but yeah. Alright, this lead is interesting. I believe I'm going to go all the way up to Sludge Wave and then throw a bait, and then throw the Sludge Wave. Oh no, I go straight for the Sludge Wave. Interesting. So this is definitely an Ice Beam. I decided I can just tank one of these. Go for the Sludge Wave here. If they shield, I think either way we're going to switch to Drifblim, to be honest. Yeah. Probably we're going to have to shield this this Ice Beam, since it is super effective, and Drifblim is, well, while it has a ton of HP, it has almost no defense, so when it gets hit by something, it loses a lot of that HP. Vigoroth. At first I was like, oh, this matchup really sucks. I've not really used Drifblim in Great League before. I mean, I have used it, just not in a lot of these matchups, so if you don't use a Pokemon a ton, you're not going to know a lot of the matchups. And then I decided, you know what? The Icy Wind's actually probably pretty good here. I bet I actually win this matchup, because while my attacks aren't really doing anything since it's double resisted by this Vigoroth, you know, we're also double resistant to their attacks, and also double resistant to the body slams, right? So might as well do the one thing that's neutral and probably win this matchup. And it looks like they're just trying to shield up to make it to the next matchup. We do go into the Azumarill here. I probably should switch to the Stunfisk. Yep. And then I decide I'm going to shield this and do as much farming as I can in this matchup. I don't know what their last Pokemon is, but I know I'm going to need probably a lot of energy. And a Mud Bomb's going to be fine here. They're most definitely not shielding. Azumarill's way too low at this point, and if they do shield, definitely go for that second Mud Bomb. They do come in with a Galarian Stunfisk, and they're going to take super effective from these Mud Bombs, but Galarian Stunfisk is a very bulky Pokemon. So I do know I still have Swampert in the back, so that's great. An Earthquake probably KOs us. I mean, almost most definitely does. It's double super effective, but they go for Rock Slide there for almost no reason. We definitely survive a Body Slam, and we already clicked that Mud Bomb. Now, after this, I should probably switch to... Oh, I had the second move on Drifblim. I was going to say we should come into Swampert and start farming up, but this actually makes a lot of sense too. He has to throw a move here to take out the Drifblim, and if we land anything, it's just over anyways. Although we still have the Swampert in the back at like 40% health, so Rock Slide's not going to be able to take it out. And we're definitely going to make it to this Hydro Cannon. Yeah, if he hit us with a Rock Slide there, we definitely wouldn't have gotten KO'd because it is resisted, and we would have been fine. Time, actually, we actually went to time in that match. Not something you usually see with this comp, even though you've probably never seen this comp before, because I know I haven't. Alright, I decided to stay in this matchup, and I'm going to go straight for this Sludge Wave, you know, get a little bit of an advantage here. Or I already have an energy advantage, so I might as well take advantage of that situation. Then I decide, you know what? We're definitely going to be able to pull a shield here. Even though he knows this is a Hydro Cannon, he's just too low on this Azumarill to really do too much. And then I can probably shield go for another Hydro Cannon, right? And since it's a Play Rough, I assume this is not going to be an Ice Beam. But it is an Ice Beam. Shoot. So I don't know why he went Play Rough against the Swampert. I think Ice Beam is the way to go there. I'm pretty sure. Both are neutral, so you might as well go for the moves that cost less. And then I really wanted to farm down, but, you know, I also really want to win this matchup. All three of our Pokemon are pretty good against Marowak, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm worried about what's in the back, but the fact that Stunfisk and Swampert have the same typings of ground, it means that they're really going to have a lot of similar matchups. So even if it wasn't great there, I think that Swampert's going to be really good against whatever Pokemon he has in the back. It just, something's telling me that. But at this point also, there's a Marowak, and we do shield the Shadow Ball, so that's really freaking good. And I just go straight for the move. I'm not trying to get any extra. I wasn't counting the Fire Fangs coming through. No, it's not Fire Fang. It's Fire Spin. I wasn't counting the Fire Spins coming through. And now we're in a weird position because I definitely can get one Icy Wind off, but the Foul Play does so freaking much. And this Icy Wind's going to do a decent amount of damage, probably about 70. Yeah, 70%. But we're not going to make it to another one of these. Luckily, they do throw energy. But, you know, they have extra farm here too. I don't know if I make it to this Hydro Cannon. Yeah. One Mud Shot off there, and that is a GG there. Alright, this is the last match of the set. A freaking Shadow Houndoom. So I don't think I've ever seen this before. Really good lead for me, obviously. Really bad thing in the back to have. But, you know, we swapped in really fast, so that's good. We're lowering the damage already. I probably will shield any move that it does because I do not want to lose this matchup. I really need to win Switch. Well, both of these are good against Houndoom, the Stunfisk and the Swampert, I mean. So that doesn't really matter as much, but this matchup's going to be so hard for them to beat that I really am fine using all shields here. But looks like with one shield, we were able to get 3 Icy Winds off, and that's going to be enough to KO the Victreebel. They come in with Shadow Gardevoirs, so triple Shadow team here. I'm going to want to come in with Swampert because it has that Sludge Wave, and we already had a little bit of energy advantage. And like I said, Stunfisk in the back is going to be fine against Houndoom anyways. We don't necessarily need only Swampert for this matchup, but Swampert does end up living and is going to KO this Houndoom. Interesting team by the opponent. They're definitely going for that shadow damage just piling up on Pokemon. And if we had aligned a little differently, we probably would have lost, to be honest, because... Oh, we got a Shadow Mudkip. Nice. Shadow? Shiny. Took a while to catch this one, if I remember. I just started using Golden Razzes since I had them. But anyways, yeah, it looks like our opponent really trying to put some fast move pressure on with the Shadow Pokemon there. And if they actually had led Victreebel, we probably would have lost. It would have been close. So, all right, set 2. Time is 10 o'clock. Look at the battery. The battery is recharged. That's always a good thing. So Abomasnow, this team really struggles with Abomasnow, right? It kind of beats all the Pokemon we have since it resists everything Stunfisk has. And for the most part resists everything Swampert has except for that Sludge Wave, which is why I'm staying in this matchup. I go for the bait, and then I'm like, is he actually going to shield twice? Because if he doesn't, I can actually take out this Abomasnow and be in a pretty good position. It does about... Well, it looked like it did 85% there, but it looks like it may do a little more. Gonna stay in this matchup against the Azumarill. Gonna go for the Sludge Wave. The reason I don't care, I don't need to bait in this matchup, is because Stunfisk actually has a good matchup against this Azumarill anyways. So I'm gonna let this go. Gonna come in with Stunfisk. Gonna farm up a bit. And then hope that Drifblim is good for the next matchup. I actually was ready to switch because I thought they would just switch automatically. But what they have in the back might actually be bad against this Stunfisk. Nope, it is a Umbreon, and this is a weird... this is another weird situation now. Do I switch now, take damage on the Drifblim, or do I eat one of these foul plays on Stunfisk? So I actually do remember, since I'm recording this only 2 hours after this game was played, I do remember my mindset here was obviously keep Stunfisk alive as long as possible. Don't care about Drifblim. Also, save your shield for Azumarill if you can, because Ice Beam is going to be super effective, whereas these foul plays are obviously just normal. They just do basic amount of damage. No super effective. And yeah, just eat all the damage on that Drifblim, and then try to take it out. It's going to take 2 more discharges. So maybe just eat this move right here. And they throw in the Azumarill, and this is not like I didn't throw and get caught. I don't want this Azumarill to use a move on us. The second I can take out this Azumarill, it means I can actually shield now against this foul play. But I think they're really close to another one, and this is going to be really close. I do think we survive. Stunfisk is actually pretty bulky, and we need to get to that discharge, and we're good here. So, really tough lead. Luckily, they didn't double shield, but most of the time, people aren't going to double shield in the lead matchup. You have no idea what's in the back, and you don't know if you need those shields for something super spammy. Alright, Galarian Stunfisk, this is obviously a very good matchup. When he comes in with Vigoroth, I decide I'm going to farm up a little bit. I'm going to take this Body Slam. I don't need too much health to actually beat the Galarian Stunfisk, because the only move that actually damages us is the Earthquake. So I'm going to throw this Hydro Cannon, gets a shield. If we had done damage, that would have been fine too. Then I'm going to come into this really good matchup of Drifblim and go straight Icy Wind the same way we did a few matches ago. And we're really not being pressured by Vigoroth at all. I believe a lot of these Vigoroth players, it seems like they just try to get to the clock. So they're willing to shield or throw all these moves just to make sure the timer gets in their favor. But I do get this Icy Wind. If they want to keep this Vigoroth at any decent amount of health, they'll shield this. He does not, but does bring in this Stunfisk. I do decide to throw this Icy Wind. I just want to get my timer a little closer. Plus, it means that this Pokemon's not going to do as much to our Swampert. I already have a Hydro Cannon loaded because we stayed in that Vigoroth matchup for a little extra time and we're able to charge up. I kind of just have to take this, I think. I could see shielding. Oh, it was a Rock Slide, though. But it means they won't get to another Earthquake, so I'm fine not shielding this. They are Icy Wind as well and resisted, so this is not going to KO us. Farm it all the way down. We already have another Hydro Cannon here. I'm kind of just going to throw it against whatever it is. Oh, yikes, it was Victreebel. Okay, so this is going to be tough because they still have a shield. But they're going to use the shield here. Oh, the thing is on Stunfisk, I'm going to need to get to 2. Okay, I kind of thought they were going to swap, and the fact that they ended up swapping later kind of sucks for me. I'm going to make sure that I have an Icy Wind on this Drifblim before I swap out, and then I'm going to try to farm this all the way down because I'm going to need all the energy I can get to throw these Mud Bombs at the Victreebel. The problem is that since it is a very bulky mon, Stunfisk, it means your attack stats very low. So these Mud Bombs aren't going to be doing as much as you'd like, although that's 50% right there. And the second one actually KOs. So that just shows how squishy Shadow Victreebel is. So I don't know if you all have used Shadow Victreebel. I don't have a Shadow Victreebel, but I still love that team that I saw last season with the Shadow Legacy Weeping Bell. It would be cool to try it. Don't have it, but I mean I do have 2 Shadow Bellsprouts, but I don't really want to use the dust. Even though, actually, end of season, we actually got a ton of dust for getting rank 10, which is freaking awesome. Let's get back to this match. So this was obviously a bad matchup for Swampert, but I was able to get an Icy Wind off against that Zweilous. And what I'm going to do here is actually just go straight Shadow Ball. We had a ton of energy advantage, so I'm going to shield this. I thought to myself, I'm going to throw 3 and then throw the Shadow Ball, but then I got too scared and just threw it right away anyways. I really wasn't keeping count of the counters that the Deoxys had thrown out, so I just wanted to make sure I won that matchup. We do get that extra hit in there, so we have a little bit of energy. It's probably going to come back in with the Zweilous. Hopefully we can get this Icy Wind off. Oh, man, we CMP'd high, and we actually end up losing that one. So now my thought process is, what should I come in with next? I should definitely come in with the Stunfisk because Mud Bomb is neutral. I believe I'm going to need to get 2 of these off against this Zweilous. Oh, actually, it looks like I might need to get 3 off, which is going to suck because the Dark Pulse is going to do so much damage. But like I said, Swampert and the Stunfisk are kind of similar Pokemon. So hopefully they have a lot of things in common they can beat. So whatever's in the back, if it's bad against one, probably bad against the other. They do come in with a Water Gun Lantern, so I'm going to throw this Mud Bomb and then probably switch out to Swampert and then try to throw that neutral Sludge Wave. Whereas, oh, I guess Hydro Cannon. Well, no, Hydro Cannon. Oh, I guess it is neutral, but maybe I should have gone for that. No, wait, does water resist water? Actually, I don't know the answer to that. I think it actually does resist. No, it does. Okay, so that was the right move. Okay, that's fine. All right, Umbreon. So Swampert does a ton of damage here with these Hydro Cannons, but it is very glassy. So even though this Umbreon doesn't do a ton of damage because of the attack stat being so low, it is going to build up just because of its Swampert. I'm going to shield this one and then try to go for double Hydro Cannons here. One definitely won't KO. A second one definitely will, but I'm assuming he'll shield. It does look like Umbreon probably wins the one shield matchup. I don't actually know this matchup very well at all. But it did look like Umbreon would win the one shield, but it does look like we probably would win the 2 shield because we do outpace it. Now, he actually ends up bringing in Haunter. I probably shouldn't have switched at all. I think I probably won't shield this. It's Shadow Punch for sure. Yeah, and I think they're going to shield this. Now, the only interesting thing here is that since I did lower the attack of this Haunter, he actually gets 2 Shadow Claws in. And then I'm deciding I'll probably bring in the Stunfisk here because Mud Bomb's faster to get to. Oh no, I actually come in with the Swampert. So I'm going to do some extra damage to this Skarmory and then swap out, but I do not get there. Oh man, another close call there. That would have been really nice. Probably would have gotten the shield, to be honest. And if we didn't get the shield, we probably could have farmed down with Stunfisk. So since he did throw the Brave Bird, too bad I can't farm down. If I had something like Volt Switch, that'd be insane there. But he probably wouldn't have done it if we did have that Volt Switch, right? Now, I wanted to farm up a ton because we're going to need to get to 2 Mud Bombs since he does have a shield. And we have 1 shield ourselves, so we're definitely going to shield the first move they do. And this was actually a CMP tie, so nothing to worry about here unless the game doesn't allow the CMP, which actually means there is something to worry about because that happens all the time. But, yeah, we end up winning that matchup against Haunter. Haunter was a huge Pokemon back in the preseason and Season 1, but you really haven't seen it much since then. Alright, Altaria is obviously a really weird Pokemon for us to beat here. Swampert can do the neutral Sludge Wave. Stunfisk is doing neutral discharges, and Drifblim does have a super effective Icy Wind, but now there's also a Grass in the back, so this looks bad to me. To be fair, I don't remember this game, but there's almost no chance I can win this one, right? Although he is out of shields, maybe I shield this and hope he doesn't get to a foul play. Oh, please, please, no. Okay, Leaf Blade, Leaf Blade, Leaf Blade, Leaf Blade. Okay, oh, nice. And then we should definitely switch out. So what do I switch out to? Probably Swampert? Oh, we actually ended up going down there. Okay, so definitely coming in with Stunfisk because you can get more of these discharges off, right? And I'm doing a little bit of overfarm, you see there, just in case he ever wants to switch out. But, I mean, I think his switch is down because he actually did switch. But I need to make sure that I have extra farm for if the when the Shiftry comes back in, I need to make sure I have an energy advantage because I do believe he has 1 extra Snarl, and he only needs 2 Snarls to get to the next. Was that Dazzling Gleam, or was it Dragon Pulse? I don't know. That was a big move though. Okay. Hydro Cannon probably shouldn't have done that right away because it's fine getting hit by one of Altaria's moves, because if you ever get hit by a Shiftry move, you're just done for. It's a one-shot. You are really good against Defense Deoxys. And if you notice, I'm keeping my energy slightly higher because when that Shiftry comes in, I need to make sure that I do have a Hydro Cannon available for it. But it really puts me in a weird and really bad spot because how can I beat this Pokemon, which I need a Hydro Cannon for, and the other Pokemon that I need a Hydro Cannon for? And I actually think it's really close, but I do think we're going to get farmed down by these counters. Oh, man, 1 away. Probably if I had good IVs on the Swampert, it would have been good. But that's another 4-1, so that's pretty good. Farfetch here, no shiny. And then I believe I have 1 more set here. So I went 4-1, 4-1, and then in this last set I went 5-0. So let's go ahead and get into these games. So if you notice, actually a lot of these poses or the outfits that people are wearing, actually all of these people are ranked 10 from last season or previous seasons in general. So yeah, these matches get really tough. I'm going to bait the Shadow Ball here, and I think I'm just going to go straight for this Icy Wind. They actually went for a Shadow Ball there. The only reason I was shielding was because Thunder Punch probably would almost KO us anyways. So glad to see that the Shadow Ball came out. It means that this Hypno is using a probably bigger moveset. Actually, probably Shadow Ball and maybe something like Fire Punch, if I was to guess. Could also just be Focus Blast. So I could see myself shielding this, getting a little bit of extra farm. Looks like we went 1 over, and then throw the Icy Wind, which is going to KO. Now, what our opponent may have done during this was just try to get all of our shields, because they actually did end up taking the shield advantage now. But they do come in with a Skarmory. We're going to throw this Icy Wind. I wonder if they're going to try to farm us down, or if they're actually going to throw a Sky Attack. We probably are in farm down range. Ooh, they actually came in with the Stunfisk. So they do have a little bit of an energy advantage on that Skarmory for later, but we still have that Stunfisk in the back, and I probably should swap to Swampert here. I guess I know they're going to have to throw, and they don't want to get double debuffed, so that's fine. They did get a little bit of extra energy, though, so that's going to be a little rough for us. But we already have a full Hydro Cannon here, and now we're 1 away from a second Hydro Cannon, so hopefully we can get this off, take the shield, and then get the next one off before they get a move. We do not. Does an Earthquake KO? I don't think so. And we're going to get a little bit of extra farm, throw the Hydro Cannon, and yeah, the shields are down now. I'm going to throw a Hydro Cannon at this Skarmory, and then I'm going to swap out into Stunfisk, and that's probably going to be GG's here. I mean, it's definitely going to be GG's. We do resist everything that this Skarmory can do to us, so All right, game 2. Toxicroak. So this matchup's a little weird. If they do go to the 2 shield, the counters actually are what really add up over time. If you just play all the other shield scenarios, you get to Hydro Cannon a lot faster than they do. Plus, it does much more damage. But look at the counters. I'm already at half-life just because of the counters. And he's actually overfarmed a ton. But it's okay. Like I said, we do outpace it. So we'll see if he actually wants to shield this. He does shield. We do take an energy advantage. I come straight into Drifblim here. This is fine. Gonna come in and, well, let's see. If they have a grass in the back, we might be in trouble. But what they probably have in the back is maybe a Skarmory, maybe another steel type, if I were to guess. Maybe even something like a fighter. No, they have a fighter up front. Wait, what am I thinking? I don't know. They could have one of the starter Pokemon as well. Man, I'm just not talking well right now. Sorry about that. All right, they do actually get this farm down, which really sucks. Or they almost do. Okay, this is really good for us, actually. I wanted to farm down, but I'm okay losing this. And going to come in with probably Swampert, just get that extra hit in. If they do come in with the Toxicroak, we can obviously get to a move faster because we did get that extra farm. I do know I can get 2 Hydro Cannons here. Well, I guess I couldn't, but I'm going to shield. Both our Pokemon are very similar. They're both really good against the Pokemon that are here in the back. Now, obviously, Mud Bomb from the Toxicroak is going to be tough on our Stunfisk. It's actually double super effective, but Stunfisk is very tanky. And yeah, we can survive that. And we throw this Mud Bomb, which is definitely going to KO the Toxicroak. And then, oh, it kind of was a fighter in the back, though. It was Defense Deoxys, right? This probably doesn't KO, even though we know it's Psycho Boost. Yeah, we're just so freaking bulky, man. Stunfisk, bulk factor is through the roof. Alright, third match here in the final set. Bastiodon lead. This, you love to see it. Weak connection. Okay, that's not great. Maybe I could have... No, I like switching straight away because we've already seen that we can win this in the 2 shield if we want it. Because they're probably only getting 1 move. Okay, they have a unique strategy here. So I wonder if they have a grass in the back, because if they do, this is going to be very tough for us to win. What I want to do here, though, on this Bastiodon is just reduce its damage to almost nothing, so that when Swampert comes back in, I can hopefully farm up an absolute ton. I'm always going to want to be at 2 Hydro Cannons on the Swampert, because we don't know what's going to be in the back, and I need to make sure that I have charge moves ready for it. Don't shield this Bastiodon, it's already double reduced in attack stat, plus you resist it. Actually has Machamp here in the back. So Stunfisk can beat... I guess they both can beat it, so whatever. Coming in, just going to throw these discharges. Actually, probably should have stayed in with Swampert just because it does more damage to Machamp. Because since this is a really bulky Mon, Stunfisk, it's actually not going to do that much. We're not really pressuring shields too much. See, we're going to need to get another shield off here, another move off here to get the last shield. Probably we shield this. Yeah, we shield this to get their last shield. Their Bastiodon did use a lot of their energy. Yeah, they got a huge farm down, but... they probably need about 5 more fast attacks to get to the next move, and we actually beat Machamp to this move, which is perfect. I'm probably going to switch out to Swampert here, because I know that one Hydro Cannon will KO. Perfect. Alright, 4th match here, Dugongs. This is a really bad matchup, but I decided I'm going to stay in it. I'm going to probably just go for the Sludge Wave. Straight away, because if you bait and you got reduced in attack, that's gonna suck a lot, so you might as well just go for it. The thing is, I really don't have anything I can switch into, because if I switch into Stunfisk, I'm not gonna have any more play for the rest of the game against this Dugong. So I decided to go for another Sludge Wave. They're not throwing for some reason. Maybe they're trying to farm me all the way down. Not a strategy I would recommend. As soon as I see this Medicham, I'm coming in with Drifblim, because it's very possible that what they have in the back is Munchlax. In fact, this is what I'm assuming now at this point. In my mind, I'm thinking, how do I beat the Munchlax? And I'm just going to go straight for this Shadow Ball, because they probably don't want to shield. considering they have Dugong and probably Munchlax. Probably shouldn't shield this. Really need to save the shields for like Stunfisk. And then I do bring in the Stunfisk in against this Dugong. They're probably going to shield this, which is why I go for the bait. Because they have so much freaking energy here. I'm just going to shield this. Icy Wind's super effective. And they actually end up going for the Water Pulse. They try to KO us. I don't think it would KO, but it would get close. I do go for the Discharge right as they freaking switch out. If I had gone for the Mud Bomb, it would have been super effective against this guy. I do think since we outpace it, we do get to this, but like I said in the previous matches, it's a very bulky Pokemon, so it doesn't do that much damage even when it is super effective. This is probably going to be a Bone Club. I think I'm probably going to switch into Swampert. Oh no, Swampert's dead. Okay, we're switching into Drifblim. We're going to try to farm down. Freaking amazing. All right, Shadow Ball. Easy peasy. Now, I don't know what was happening on our opponent's side. Maybe they couldn't throw the moves on Dugong, but it seems like they would have gotten to a lot more moves than they should have there. They may have been lagging. Who knows? This is a weird one, y'all. Last game of this last set for today, and it is against a Shadow Swampert, and I'm pretty sure I win this in the 2-shield. Plus, I think I actually got an extra Mud Shot in there since I didn't throw right away like he threw. And now that I know that I beat it to every move, I don't have to worry about CMP, and I know if I land any of these, the game, like, this first matchup's over, and I know if he lands any of the matchup's over as well. But here's where it gets really weird. We land this Hydro Cannon, hits the Swampert, KOs their Swampert, the Shadow Swampert, and GG. One of the faster games I've ever gone through, but it's probably because they use both their shields in the beginning, and they probably lose those back matchups. Maybe even bad things against Swampert in the back, like they can't handle Swampert. All right, I know that was a long video. Thanks to everyone for staying through it. We actually went 13-2 here after hitting rank 7 in the first set. So yeah, it's going to be a long road. I think rank 7 is 25 wins, so we probably have 9 because I think it doesn't add those extra wins. Maybe it does, I don't know for sure. But yeah, how are y'all doing so far? Are y'all getting up to rank 7? And is it even possible for anyone to be rank 8? I don't know anyone personally that's rank 8, but it may or may not be possible. I'm not sure on the math. I know we've missed several sets already in this season because work and all that. So again, thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching the video. I know you don't have to, and I'm glad that you come here. And yeah, have a great day.